I know.
You got to click it right.
I clicked it.
Yeah.
But
yeah. That's the way it works.
You are sitting next to an LA star.
Oh, an LA star.
Yeah, apparently. Look at me with my big LA pants on and a big LA paper.
Oh, well.
Release the fucking doves.
But it's online.
You can also buy it.
Oh.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Sean Landry.
Summers. You can buy it, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you mean online?
Yeah. No, you can get it online or you can get a hard copy.
Oh, you actually have newsstands?
Hey, here's the thing is everything online, like the LA Times and Voyage LA and Shout Out LA, it's basically good for the environment, Mr. Print.
Oh, I like print. I like, that's the one thing I miss on Sunday where you get the Sunday paper and it's thicker than shit. I used to.
You know how people doom scroll? I was saying this, how people doom scroll the news. It would be hilarious if it just went back to paper and it would be like doom ink flipping. It's just like, you've read the news too much when your hand is completely covered.
That was a requirement. After Sunday, you got to go wash your hands.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I'm Sean Landry.
Yes, we know that.
Yes, and we're the seniors, and you are.
I said already, but I'll say again.
Yeah,
Hans Summers.
Yeah, I don't remember. And we are the seniors.
Who are you?
Sean Landry.
I'm Hans Summers.
And we're the seniors.
Once again, what was your name?
It's Sean Landry.
Hans Summers.
And I hate him. And this has been a wild week. That happened today, and tomorrow is a 20-year remembrance of what that was. And we have an amazing guest who we are just doing the Kansas City 2-week tour. That's what I'm talking about. But before we introduce him, I'd like to go and introduce you to the ever so lovely, the ever so long-haired, the ever so, I think, blue eyes or possibly green. Amazing, omnipotent improv god. Hello, improv god.
Oh, hey guys. Hey, I'm here.
Hey, thank you for that article, improv god.
I was just rereading it now. It's great.
Isn't it pretty good?
It's pretty fantastic. The article that was released on Shout Out LA. It's one of their local stories if you want to go check it out.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy that it happened. And also it promotes the Pack Theater, especially Miles, who has been amazing through this entire pandemic and letting us do this. So thank you, Miles. That's a shout out to the owner of the Pack Theater, and a shout out to everybody who has been helping with the theater that I wish to start. And that guy, I shouted out to.
You know what I've been thinking about lately?
What's his name again?
His name is Hans Improv God.
Oh. And what's yours?
My name is Sean Landry. And what's yours?
Look, you can call me whatever you want.
Okay, whatever you want.
See, I was trying to imagine what improv god is dressed as, and for some reason I have this vision that he's wearing a Wonder Woman costume. Is that true, improv god?
It's actually an Elvis impersonator get up with a tutu.
Yes, improv god. With that, of course, improv god is wearing Elvis because Elvis is everywhere.
Yes.
And who can look bad in sequins?
That's true.
What's my name again, improv god?
Sean Landry, and that's Hans Summers.
You see, there you go. And we're about to introduce someone who is from Kansas City, who was part of Comedy City, amazing, very much involved with the Kansas City Improv Festival, part of Comedy Sports, together with our last guest, Kelly, who is sitting in the back. And I love her too.
That sounds so bleak when you say last guest to be prior guest.
Also, if you wish, you can go and get onto Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, a couple of episodes in, and see him on that show, ladies and gentlemen, the incredible Joey Greene. Yay!
Hello. What was his name again?
His name is Joey.
Okay.
Joey Greene. You are? I'm Sean Landry.
Summers.
Yeah, see. Oh, by the way, would you like to be introduced to the incredible improv god?
I don't, if I'm worthy.
Yeah, you are.
Joey,
Oh, improv god, that is Joey Greene.
I know Joey Greene. You don't have to worry about being worthy. You've got it in spades. Whatever it is, you've got it.
He likes you. He likes you. Improv god likes you.
You're Sally Field.
Wait, hold on. I saw a head peek out, and that's and who's that behind you?
That's Kelly.
Hi, Kelly Greene.
Would that be a cameo?
That's a cameo.
Ah,
I am very, very tickled to play with you. I don't think we've ever improvised before together.
I don't think so. This is the maiden voyage.
This is maiden voyage online.
let's hope it's not the Titanic.
Oh, that's
People still talk about it.
That's exactly. Okay, you're a joyous man, Hans.
Thank you.
Welcome. What's your name?
You know who I am, right?
You're Hans
You know
Summers.
me.
Yes, you're Hans Summers. I'm Sean Landry. That's
Everything's
Joey Greene.
wonderful.
Over on the side on the couches is Kelly Larson, and above is Improv God. Improv God, on our Facebook wall, we got exactly 2 suggestions on the topic that we would like to improvise, which is a redo. If you could redo anything, what would it be? Can you give us one of them?
Yes, and I want.
Oh, by the way, anybody who's watching this, I'm Sean Landry.
Hans Summers.
and
And our guest is.
Joey Greene.
Oh, yeah,
And behind him is.
Incredible.
So it's unbelievable. And then above us is Improv God. Can you go, if anybody is watching this, if you want to go and give more suggestions on things you wish you could redo in your life, that would be great, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Facebook.
Maybe everybody is so happy with their lives, they don't want to redo anything.
See, that's a great thing. That's what I thought the day after I posted that. So the 2 people, give me one of them off that wall.
I do want to do a little boundary check real quick.
Hold on 1 second. We've been lost. One moment. And I'm sorry, I think I just messed up our. Wow, this goes in the. Wow, we're gonna switch cameras, Hans, immediately. We're moving to the main set, darling. We're gonna improvise in here.
Having a little bit of technical difficulties. We'll be right back.
Yes, we are. What the flying fuck? What the major flying fuck?
I was told many, many years ago, this is by Josephine Forsberg.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, never rely on anything that's technical, because if it can break down,
It will
break down.
And Josephine Forsberg also told me, oh, you can go and play black. Oh, no, you can go and play any character but black and Jewish.
Yeah.
That's what she told me. And I was like, oh, what do I do now?
Didn't she also say when you were singing a blues song to be a little less ethnic?
Yes.
Ah.
Josephine Forsberg, rest in peace. I love you still. I'm Sean Landry.
Summers.
Let's try this again. And Joey Greene.
That's me.
And behind him is, of course, Kelly Larson.
I'm down here.
Yay. So
disembodied voice now.
So that suggestion, we are going to literally perform in this void that we have our behind two for Joey. Thank you for coming back. Oh, Improv God, are you there?
Yes.
Thank you for switching that over as fast as you could. And God love you. Literally.
And speaking of loving things, we do have a suggestion from a Jeff Spencer.
Yes. What does Jeff have to say for himself? He was on the show. What does Jeff have to say for himself?
If Jeff Spencer could have done anything, he would have been more of a whore.
He would have been more of a whore?
That's correct.
Awesome. He's also 80s horrors are the best horrors, am I right? Joy.
Oh, by all means. I mean, that
exactly.
was the height of the cocaine epidemic.
Exactly. Just say no to being a whore. Let's go and play before it starts getting too late.
All right.
Oh, Improv God.
Oh,
Take
yes.
us out.
So you know that girl you set me up with, the date was okay. The date was okay. The date was kind of okay, but she asked me for money afterwards. Is that normal? Because I haven't dated in a long time.
Yes.
It is. Oh, okay. Okay.
Absolutely. In fact, the more generous the gratuity, so to speak,
Yeah.
The better off you're going to be.
Oh, okay. Okay. She also asked if she could come and stay in my house. Is that normal for after the first date?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's your choice. You're the one that's going to decide whether you're comfortable with that or not.
Okay. Okay. Well, because I went ahead and said she could stay here.
Good.
And, yeah, come in.
Wow, you have an amazing house.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, hi.
Hello.
There's a friend of mine.
You're on Zoom during our date.
Yeah. Well, I just want to get some feedback because I haven't dated in a long time.
Wait a minute. Robert Greenwald?
You can call me Bob.
Hey, Bob, I remember calling you Bob.
It's good to see you again.
You see, you do.
Well, I'll let you guys catch up. I don't want to intrude.
I apologize.
So this could be very lucrative for you.
And also very awkward.
What is life except for a series of awkward situations stacked together one right after the other?
See, this is why we stopped dating. Outside of the fact that you were dating also two of my best friends, the quickie mark person, and my mom. This is your surrealness.
Listen, people like me. Is that my fault that people like me? I can't control who people like and don't like. I mean, I let them like me, and somehow you have a problem with this.
Yeah, I do actually.
So you don't like me.
Wait, that's the thing. How the hell do you know him?
Well, I set you guys up. He's a buddy of mine. We went to K-State together.
Oh, I get it. So when he just called me completely on Facebook call messenger chat, and he was all, yeah, we have friends in common. You're the fucking friend.
Yeah, I gave him your profile.
Did I even ask you to do that? No, I didn't.
I was unaware that I needed your permission to introduce you to people.
It's me. It's me. You can introduce anybody the fuck you want, but it's me. It's me. You got to ask me.
So apparently you don't like him very much.
I don't even know him. You know why? He's off in the kitchen and I have no fucking idea really who he is. So I don't know if I like him or not. I definitely don't like you because you're nothing but a big hoe. But other than that, basically, as the children would say, WTF.
I thought we...
Nothing.
Well, you could try to get to know him.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I'll try to get to no.
Do you like pesto?
I love pesto.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll try to make it.
Pesto is good. He's trying to impress you.
You know how you can impress me? And he doesn't know this? You know how you can impress me?
I'm waiting.
I don't know. Try not to make things you don't know how to make.
Hey,
and especially he came out with a pestle that's not big enough to mash enough basil in.
Maybe he's starting with the pine nuts.
Oh, Jesus, Lord of Nazareth.
I realized that one wasn't big enough, so I found this one.
Oh, that will work. Here, just give me that.
No. You're the guest.
Seems like an incredible host. You see, I have lots of friends. I thought maybe you would also enjoy having friends and people in your life that care about you and pay you.
He's not paying me. He's not paying me today. I'm not a hooker. I'm just a person. And how dare you think I'm a hooker in the first damn place?
Wait, isn't that...
You paid me when we started dating. You met me at the bar. We ended up having sex. And then afterwards, you were gone and you left $150 on my dresser table. You just assumed I was a hooker. That's why I didn't want to talk to you.
Oh.
Yeah. Surprise.
Oh, I was going to ask you, I'm a little short of cash. Can I Venmo you the money?
Venmo me what?
Well, he said that I...
Sit down.
Apparently, someone doesn't understand how love works.
I'm not a hooker.
Well, I haven't dated in a long time.
What you say?
Nobody said you were a hooker.
Why do you guys want to give me money then?
To show that we care about you?
Look, that's not how shit works. It's not how things work. So, I make my own money. Robert, do you know even what I do?
Well, I mean...
Hey, shut up. Just as you zip. Do you know what I do?
He said that you...
I just zip. So both of you know, I happen to work in legal defense for financial institutions.
Huh. So you probably have lots of friends who love you.
Yeah.
So that mean I don't have to give you money?
No.
What about gift cards? I have a bunch of gift cards.
I don't want a gift card.
There's some good ones.
I wanted to date you.
I got an Applebee's.
Okay, that's
Bourbon
great.
Street steak is good. You could get a free Bourbon Street steak from this guy.
That's great. I like Applebee's, but here's the thing.
Got a Home Depot if you want to do something at your house.
Just listen. Let's just stay on one topic, which is Applebee's.
Applebee's.
Why don't you just hold on to that Applebee's, and why don't you take me out to dinner on Applebee's?
Oh, okay.
Why are you? You're not an asshole. You just seem kind of slow. You, on the other hand, you're a dick.
Because I want to compensate people I care about?
Yeah, basically. Friendship and love does not work that way.
Well, my dad used to always give money.
She probably needed to go and get you something.
Well, I mean, yeah, she went out grocery shopping and things,
For food.
but he always gave her money.
That was for food.
You can buy food with your money.
That's you two. Listen to me. Robert,
Yes.
I want you to turn off your Zoom. Don't do it now. Whatever you do, don't do it now. But we need to just walk away from your computer really fast and mute your sound, because I need to talk to him. Just walk away. Just walk the fuck away. Just walk. Just step away from them. Jesus fucking Christ. Why didn't you tell me you knew him? And why didn't you tell me when you got a hold of me that you had any relationship to that guy?
I didn't know you knew him.
Yeah, because he say that's how that's all happened.
Well, he just directed me. He kind of nudged me. He gave me a little push.
Well, how do you think he would know me? Just by some rando? Hell, here's some rando woman on Facebook. Get a hold of her?
Well, he likes to be online a lot.
Honey, I need $200.
Who the hell are you?
Patrice?
Hi, Patrice.
No, you're Patrice. You remember me.
Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
Roberta, how are you?
I'm good. How's it going for you? You getting paid? You getting paid?
Why does everyone think I'm a whore?
Girl, I know you.
No, you don't, obviously.
I hope you're getting paid. That's all I'm saying. I need $200.
Hey, love ain't cheap.
All right. I'll be back.
Have fun, Roberta.
Can I come back now?
Yeah, you can. God damn it.
You see, we have
So
a
what's
loving
her-
relationship.
So what's Roberta's going price?
I figure as long as she's pulling in between $800 and $1,200 a week, that probably keeps her in rent and groceries, thereabouts. I mean, but I really love her. So, I mean, I go all the way up to $2,000 if she asks for it a week.
What's your going pay?
You mean how much I make?
No, how much you would actually give me?
Well,
How
I
much
don't
do you
know.
love her?
I'm just listening. I have a Red Lobster gift card.
Oh, that's love. You haven't
It's like a
tasted
double
love.
card.
You got a cheddar biscuit.
You know what? White people suck. Yes. Yay, Joey. Whoop, whoop. Life is good. That character's horrible.
I always wanted to be a bad guy.
Yeah, it's so against your grain. And Kelly, it's the same against your grain too. Absolutely hilarious. Yay! Even with all the technical difficulties, we did this.
Rock.
We made it through.
We made it through. You want to stick around and watch us try to go and do a show with all these blips and globs on my end?
Sure.
You're brilliant. We'll talk right afterwards too. Cool?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, improv god, thank you for everything.
Absolutely. It wouldn't be live improv if we didn't have a nice hiccup every once and then.
Exactly. Let's go and do this, shall we? Let's do a set.
All right.
Ba-do-ba-do-ba-dum.
Rip-a-bow-bow-bow. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-dum. Ba-do-da-do-da-dum. Rip-a-bow-bow-bow. Ba-do-da-do-da-dum. We're Landry Summers. Wee! It actually works easier when you're only on two cameras.
Curse that Desi Arnaz.
We do sketch and improv. I'm Sean Landry.
On Summers.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of editing. Guys, see the clean version on IGTV. Improv God.
Oh, yes.
Has anyone felt sorry for us?
We do have some really interesting chatter on Twitch.
What's going on Twitch? How sorry do you feel for us, Twitch?
Very, well, they had a lot of comments. Thought Bob was a great feminist guy, paying the people you care about.
God. Hi, Twitch. Were there any comments actually of them giving us any suggestions outside of feeling completely sorry for us?
We do have a much better than is their Twitch username. Was listening to a great story about the Minoans earlier and how they might have redone European civilization back in the beginning.
How they would have done civilization back in the day? European civilization back in the day? Who is that person and what's the name of that? Who's that human being?
That is Twitch account much better than
much better than a.
I think I know that person.
Yeah, much better than a what? Much better than a. Changing Western civilization.
Changing civilization.
Yeah, here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. I wish I could go. I wish I could go back in time to change a lot of things. Maybe start with saying everyone who is Jewish is actually okay. Convincing everybody Africans are fine. Making sure that we don't put us under some fucking ships. I change a lot of things. I maybe might go and kill Hitler's mom and dad. Maybe Mussolini's too. I don't know, maybe I'd find Trump's great grandparents and tell them that they're not meant for each other at all. I change a lot of things, stopping bombs and the rest, changing Changing bombs in the rust. Stopping civilized. Stopping civilization. Fuck it. One of those days. One of those days.
Honey, you shouldn't. No, What did your mom always tell you?
Use a glass.
Exactly. Drinking from the bottle like that. You complain when I do that with milk.
I know, but milk and wine are different. You don't drink wine.
Well, that's true. Wine has an alcoholic content, but it's still, you shouldn't be drinking from the bottle because somebody else, say if I wanted a glass of wine, perhaps, then.
It's me. We're married.
Right,
it's not like you don't know. What do I have? Cooties? How old are you?
There'd be backwash, from
Did you watch MSNBC?
Well, yeah, certain times.
Well, that's why I'm drinking.
Oh, you are?
As much as I love my MSNBC, there's only so much doom I can watch.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Hayes, I like him, but the world is miserable. Ari, before him? No, that's Joy. I used to like Joy Reid, and then it just became a nonstop of how horrible it is, isn't it?
Sorry, you're saying her name's a misnomer.
Yeah, and then there's Ari, the rap guy. The only time he's good at this point is when he brings a rapper on who knows nothing about anything except for rap.
Well, that's the problem with news now. It's like, there's not a lot of news on TV. There's sure a lot of news broadcasting or kind of like news, but it's just people like, here's a story and let's talk about it for 2 hours.
Here's this guy who's a former something or another who's going to tell us about things that he hasn't actually worked in the last
When I was growing up,
they just read the news.
There was one newsman that would sit there
and read the actual news
with a Standard Oil sign over one shoulder against a brick wall, read the news, 15 minutes in and out. So even if the news was bad, he was in and out. He was in and out. He was in and out.
With one commercial or two commercials.
Yeah, exactly.
Generally for like Hanes underwear.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't think Hanes was around then, but yeah.
Well, I'm thinking the 70s.
Oh, 70s.
Because Richard Simmons was the Hanes grape guy.
Oh, he was. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, but now we got the same news 24 hours a day, but there's really only like
the only person that gives me solace is Rachel. You know why? Because it's the same news I saw literally over the last 3 hours, but at least she's a big enough historical wonk to take us through the end of time. True story. One of my favorite moments of Rachel was her talking about voting. And she always starts with a history of why this story is relevant to something else. And at one point during it, I was waiting for her to literally say, in 24 BC, the dinosaurs had the exact same issues. Big Dino Rex, Tom, used to do this. Here, let us show you a clip from 24 BC. Look at how Tom is talking. She literally goes back so far in history and relates everything to the current story. I know some of that is Rachel. I know some of that is her staff. It's the only saving grace of watching the news, and it's any news at this point, is Rachel going back in time and literally breaking down the world as we know it, one decade at a time. I'm waiting for the dino reference.
You know, my dad used to tell me when he was a kid,
Mhm.
he used to listen to radio, and they didn't have news back then.
What do they just read a sock?
You bought a newspaper.
Oh,
They didn't broadcast news. They didn't figure people would want to hear about the news. And then they finally, you know, late 30s,
it was radio.
5 minutes of news. That's it. 5 minutes of news until the war broke out.
Well, yeah, and that was World War II.
Yeah.
Unlike World War One. Unlike go ahead to Vietnam.
Well, World War
Then go
One, you had
ahead, Korea actually, then Vietnam.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just other miscellaneous words on terror.
over and over and over again.
Over and over and over again. I'm dreading tomorrow.
Why? They'll be talking about the same thing they talked about today. You can plan your day.
Don't you realize what tomorrow is?
Saturday.
September.
Oh, September 11th.
Mm-hmm.
But haven't they been talking about that all this week?
They've been talking about it all this week.
So there you go. So you know
there
what's
was
going to be on
Memory
tomorrow.
Box. There was Memory Box on MSNBC. True story. I watched Memory Box. And the thing that struck me more than anything, outside of the stories, and I posted it on my Facebook wall, is my friend Jameson Gong. He's on Memory Box. Young. He now runs the Hong Kong Comedy. He moved out of New York and back to Hong Kong. And one of my favorite things that he wrote on his Facebook wall, after watching a very young Jameson during September 11th, 20 years ago, was him saying he started Hong Kong Comedy to go and revitalize New York's district. He did that. It was one of those kind of stories where you go and looking at people 20 years later, going, maybe there is some hope of decent civilization. One of the things that I remember the most about 9/11, and I'll tell this story. I was in San Francisco. And when the second tower hit, I didn't know what to do. And it turned out that I had booked my boss on the Boston to San Francisco flight. And he was so much of a hoe in bringing that back. He stayed in New York because he was fooling around with some woman. Boinking saved his life. But I went to my office and it was closed because he couldn't get back, and he didn't get back for a week because he literally did planes, trains, and automobiles back to San Francisco. And I went downstairs to the cigar store that I got my cigarettes from, and everyone's just stunned. And I came in with my coffee, and they were like, "Would you like a free cigar?" And I said, "Yes." They were like, "Would you like some scotch?" It's 8:00 in the morning in San Francisco. I said yes. They poured the scotch, good scotch, in my coffee, which didn't make either any better. And in my coffee mug, drinking scotch and coffee and a big monster cigar, someone turned on "It's the End of the World as We Know It." And I feel fine. And I said, if we're going to go out this way, if the world's going to go out this way, yes. Yes, let me go out in San Francisco with some scotch and coffee, with a big ass cigar, hearing Leonard Bernstein. That's what I remember about 9/11. A lot of things. But it seems to me it brought us all together as a civilization. That one moment where we all gave blood. That one moment where we all were wondering where everybody else was. That one moment where people cared about each other. There was no Republicans and there were no Democrats. We just had a stupid president who read children's books. For a fast moment, civilization, at least in this country, all came together and cared about each other. The things you remember 20 years later.
Boom, ba-doo, 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 bow, bow. Don't mess with those roses. Just don't touch my parkway. Goddamn kids, what the hell? What the wrong with you? You know what those
What in
roses
God's
are
name
from?
are you screaming about?
Yeah, boy, there's touching my roses.
I was just inside your house, boy, trying to go and make you something nice to
Well,
eat.
yeah, I appreciate that. You know, you're a good neighbor.
I try to be.
State Farm
I
is
was
there.
I knew you say that. I knew you say that. You like watching a lot of commercials. You want something from inside your own house.
Oh, yeah, maybe a little water. I'm a little parched.
I can go and get you some water. I already got myself some wine. I can get you some water.
Well, I just can't imagine the way messing with those roses. You know where those roses are from?
Those roses are from the ground.
Well, yeah, they're from the ground. But my great grandfather originally planted those roses.
Those are some old ass roses.
Well, they're old plants. Sure, they grow a long time if you look after them, and kids don't mess with them.
Well, that's the thing. You need
I
to.
think he fought in the Civil War. No. He fought in the Revolutionary War.
You fought in the Revolutionary War.
Yeah.
And they've been around ever since. How long have you owned this property?
Oh, I've been a long time. You know, I think we actually had the property before my great grandfather. Yeah, because I seem to remember it's like my great grandfather came over here. I think it was 1542.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually discovered America.
What?
Oh yeah. My great grandfather discovered America.
It was already discovered. You know that, right?
Well, I know it was here, but he discovered it.
No, he discovered that other people lived here.
Well, yeah, but he discovered it as a country. He claimed it as a country. He came over here.
What was his name?
Oh, Bill Johnson.
Bill Johnson discovered America.
Most people don't know that. They write all these things in these books that are not true facts. Bill Johnson discovered America.
Have you ever thought that maybe
he actually came over here in a rowboat?
Who told you that?
He came over here in a rowboat
told you that?
from Europe.
Who told
That's
you
one
that?
a hell of a row.
Shut up! Who told you that?
Oh, it's in our family tree.
Your family? Who made your family tree?
Well, I think that was started by my great grandmother, who started the family tree.
All right.
About 1861.
So who kept this going? Because you never told me this.
Oh, everybody did. Everybody wrote something in there. You know, they wanted to keep it going. They write the names in. They write stories. You know. So, but you know, since we discovered America officially, we own America.
How long have you been living with this delusion?
I don't have a delusion.
Yeah, you do.
I'm just telling you the
Yeah,
truth.
you do.
Most people don't know the
you
truth.
do. No, yeah, that's your truth.
Well, you know, and
Your truth is some fucked up shit.
you know, and my great.
So have you ever tried to claim America?
Oh, well, no. I think
Because you know you're apparently an ancestor of America
Well, that's right. You
instead
know.
of the Native Americans
Yeah.
or anything like that.
Well, originally, my great grandfather, he didn't call it America.
What do you call
He
it?
said, "Oh my God, what the hell is this?" But they wanted to shorten it, so he decided, "Oh, America." I don't know where he got the America from, but that's what he called it. Oh, America.
Oh, America.
And people don't remember. They don't know their history. They chopped off the O.
What television shows are you currently watching? Because I wish to change this subject completely.
Oh well, you know, I watch some of the old shows. You know, well, did I tell you that my great
Here
grandfather
we go.
nephew?
Yes.
He's the one that
He started television.
You know, he invented the car.
He invented the car.
Yeah.
I would love to see all this documentation.
Oh, I have it in there. It's about this thick.
It's only that thick.
Well, it's about this
and
thick.
it started America.
Well, yeah. Well,
You only have a document this thick.
this many pages.
That doesn't seem a lot of document for a country that's been around for how long?
Well, we wrote small.
Mm.
You know, but people
You're
don't.
adorable.
I don't get my
Do you
respect.
believe- do you
I don't
believe
get my
this?
family's
Do you-
respect.
Do you believe any of this? Honestly, in
sure.
your heart,
Oh,
you believe
sure.
Any of this?
You know, and does anybody come up and say thanks to me?
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, you're welcome, because I invented the computer.
What?
I did.
How'd you do that?
Oh, well, it must have been about 50 years ago. I was tinkering in my garage,
Yeah.
and I put together all this machinery.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it started talking to me. And I figured I don't want it just to talk to me. I want to see what it looks like. So I hooked a TV to it, one of those big old tube ones.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you made you made a computer.
So I can see the computer and talk to me.
What did it say?
Oh, hello.
Did you make it say hello?
No, it did it all by itself. That's how I knew this was something different.
I always thought you were normal.
I am normal. Normally a genius.
Super genius.
Yeah, but do I get thanks for starting the computers? No.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you for starting the computer.
Do I get thanks for creating flat screen TVs? No.
Oh, okay. Thank you for creating flat screen TV.
Oh, you're welcome. You know, because I always thought TVs were too big, fat, and too heavy.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
so I tore off the front of the tube,
Mhm.
and that didn't work.
Right, because you broke the TV.
Yeah, there's like gas inside, and that didn't work at
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so then I thought, okay, I'll just take like a shiny mirror, and I'll hook up the circuitry to the mirror.
The what-a-tree?
Circuitry,
Circuitry.
yeah,
Hey,
wiring.
I know
Okay.
you were just having a hard time saying that, bro.
I hooked that up and I plugged it in. All of a sudden, I was seeing pictures, and it was lightweight. I could dance around my house with my flat screen TV. Do I get thanks for creating that? Do I get some money residuals for LG or Samsung? No. Just because I didn't file the patent.
That would probably do it. You know what, sweetheart? You know what I created?
What'd you create?
I created empathy. I was sitting around one day going, this was 50, 60 years ago.
Yeah.
That was when I was 10.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought to myself, people should be nicer to other people, especially ones who are completely delusional.
Yeah.
There should be somebody or some way to treat people with respect, even though they think that they are insane.
Yeah. That's a good
I
thing.
think
Yeah.
that would be called, I was like, I'm going to create that.
Oh, okay.
Hence empathy.
Well,
Did anybody thank me for creating
well,
empathy to people who are completely delusional?
Well, I think they should thank you,
We will, yeah.
That kind of makes us simpatico,
Yeah.
Yeah, because I created joy.
And, you created joy.
That's right. Before I created joy, people didn't know how to be happy. It was the next level. People were happy. They said, oh, I'm happier than happy. And I said, that's joy.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.
I created the dinosaurs.
Oh, that's silly.
As much as this conversation, this is where I'm going. This is exactly where I'm going. All of this is nonsense, and you know it. And the thing is, you want to believe it. You want to believe it so badly. You didn't create the TV. It was already there when radio was around. You're that documentation is just something made up for you, baby. And that's the thing is, if you want to believe that, then and you're not hurting anybody, and you're not spreading around like lies and shit,
Right.
then that's good. Let you believe it, and then we all die, and then it'll all be forgotten.
Sure.
And then maybe real history, and the real history of the world as we know it'll change.
So you're saying my family tree with all the
It's bullshit.
handwritten stories
Bullshit.
handed down for generations,
Bullshit.
written into a book-like binder, it is not true history.
Kind of like Mormons. Brother went off to the woods, wrote some crazy shit, came back and said, this is it.
Oh yeah. I will tell you, my great-great-great-grandmother knew him.
Which one? There were a couple of people who started it, but mostly...
John Smith.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was like a little loopy. So she used to basically in the old days in Europe they would have called him the town fool. and she used to always mess with him. And at one point, I guess she found this salamander that had bleached in the sun, and she literally put this salamander out there, and she hid behind a bush and going, "John Smith, I am God. I am talking to you." And I think that's where all that started.
The salamander papers?
Yeah.
You realize that was made up by somebody else?
Right, my grandmother. Great-great-great-grandmother. She messed with John Smith.
That's great. You know what? I've been living over in this house now for 15 years, and I'm just finding all this out about you.
Did you ever go down that room in your basement?
Nope, and I don't want to. Don't tell me.
Okay.
Only thing I know is this. If you try to track my history,
all right,
my actual goddamn history,
yeah,
I can't even find myself on 23andMe or Ancestry.com. I can't find any of my descendants, except for true story, except for the lineage on the European side. You can track all my lineage back. I got third and fourth and fifth and distant cousins, all from Ireland, all from England, all from Europe. Oh, that's all tracked. 23andMe doesn't even have enough 23andMe DNA for what I guess I am, which is Nigerian. Not a fucking thing. I can't track my shit on the other side of, I can track my whiteness. I can't track my blackness. Ain't that some shit? Only thing I know is this. If we could change civilization, I would change a lot of shit. I change a lot of shit. A whole lot of shit. I would be able to track myself. Both black and white. Everybody would be equal in the eyes of people. Not God. But to people, civilization as we know it is whacked. Filled with a shitload of fucking hacks who want to run it all. The winner wins when they do history. Let's change history and make it real. Let's make civilization real. Let's make it. Let's change it. Let's make it. Let's change it. Let's change it. We're Landry Summers. Who am I?
Sean Landry.
Thank you, Improv God, and he is
Hans Summers.
And the person who's looking at the camera right now is?
Could it be Joey Greene?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is indeed.
We have a few minutes left.
We have a couple of minutes left. Yes. Joey, what's going on? What do you want us to plug that I can go and point to Improv God and show on the screen?
Well, Kelly and I make money doing Segway tours, which is kind of fun, and you can learn a lot of cool things about Kansas City and the art museums that are there and the Kansas City Art Institute. I will avoid info dumping. That way you can just come on the tour, and then I'll make money.
Yay! Yay! So everyone check it out. When in KC, please go and check out the Segway tours of the beautiful Kansas City. For those who are interested, today I was featured in Shout Out LA. So please go and check that out for Shout Out LA and see me talk about everything that is wonderful.
Everything under the sun.
Everything under the sun. That is me and my friends who have been shouted out to, all of them. And people who have appeared also on the Seniors. Also, including Miles Straw and the Pack Theater, which, by the way, Venmo. Go and Venmo the Pack Theater. Go and support improvisational theater. Go and support all of this. For those who have stuck around through our very interesting journey
Technical difficulties.
of technical
Please
difficulties.
stand by.
Please stand by. Thank you, Twitch, for watching. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Facebook. And watch us on IGTV also. Thank you, Twitter. Oh, Improv God.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Love you guys.
I love you too. Joey, I love you too. To you also. Let's do this again in person, shall we?
Yes, soon.
That's what I'm talking. Let's do this again in Manila with Gabe McCarter, shall we?
Yes.
Yes. Little AIN action, shall we?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Kelly, thank you.
Hey, you bet.
Next week, we'll hopefully have Will Lure on the show. The week after that is Oil in the Alley, who is doing a live set and all sorts of goodness going on. Thank you so much. What's my name?
You are Sean Denise Landry.
And this is Hans Victor Summers. And this is Mr. Joey Greene. That is Braden Bombach, Improv God. Peace. Love. So